It is Tuesday, June 15th. Holy cow. Time is flying. And it's a bright, gorgeous, sunny day. Even though my gizmo says it's raining, it is not. And we will be outside. Little progress report on herbs. And I don't know if you can see my flowers. I'm going back to the farm store today, so I may buy more flowers, but I need smaller pots. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm back in my regular spot. I had a lovely overnight trip with my family. It was good to spend some time with my brother. And took the parents out for dinner. He made us a delicious dinner, and we had a nice visit. And then he and I sat up very late, tasting gins and wine. He is a fine wine and spirits distributor. He works for, that's what he does. He sells those things to bars and restaurants all over Pennsylvania. I mean, not the entire state, but lots of it. He's done that for almost 20 years. Pennsylvania has a very archaic liquor law. We have a state store. They're finally loosening up. You can get wine at the grocery store. But the wine at the grocery store, you have to go to a special register to pay for it, and they limit how many bottles you can buy, and it's, you know, very weird. And beer, same with beer. But anyway, they have to have these big distributors. All the liquor and wine companies have to have a distributor within Pennsylvania to sell their alcohol. So anyway, that's what who my brother works for, so he represents all different kinds of companies and all different brands. In fact, he gave me a present. I didn't have a bar spoon, one of those long spoons with very small spoon at the end, and it's got a twisty handle. It's a bar spoon. I didn't have one. He gave me one from Sky Vodka. I had one. So anyway, he's like, try this gin. Try the... And I'll need to ask him what gins he had me try, because they were both very good. Or all three. And I was just sipping them. I wasn't having a martini or anything. I was just sipping them iced in a martini glass, which always makes them taste delicious anyway. So anyway, whatever. It was a late-ish evening, Sunday evening, and I slept okay while I was there, but I didn't sleep long enough. I was awake by 7:30. After going to bed at 1:30, so. But my parents are doing really well, and we had a great visit. I took my art. This is my art pack. It's probably what's going to look like when it goes to Boise too. I put my paint box in a separate bag with a paper towel, because I need a paper towel when I'm using it. But it has my water pen in it, so it has water in it, which is why it's in a separate bag, because I didn't want to get water on my new sketchbook. This is the sketchbook. This is a sketchbook I started the other day with my feet. Right after I got it, I did my feet. That's my first picture, which I named Sitting on My Chair. I may work on this. So my parents took a nap. So this is, I showed you this the other day. This is their living room. This is the view from the couch. These are some rabbit statues that they've had for a long time that an artist friend of my mom's made. And this is their TV, of course, and a Japanese picture above their TV. And So I was sitting there drawing out. I started it in ink and really was very unhappy with how I was doing, so I switched to pencil. Some people, you know, they sketch, urban sketchers, they sketch straight from ink, but not everybody does. And you know what? I'm the boss of my art. So I think I'm just happier starting with pencil because I'm new at sketching. So starting with pencil and then figuring out the line with my pen, and then erase the pencil if I don't want the pencil. So then I decided to do a close-up of the rabbits, the rabbit sculpture, and it turned out so cute. I'm really happy with it. I actually took a picture of the sculpture from this view because I was afraid I wouldn't finish it before I had to move. So I'll show you the picture up close, what they look like. But they turned out so cute. They're bisque ceramics that an artist friend of hers made many, many years ago. And those are little Norwegian flags in them, if you can't tell. You might not be able to tell because I didn't put any blue in, just the red part. The flags aren't very big. Then yesterday morning I was sitting and looking at the gazebo trying to start it, and John sat down in front of me and got in my way and messed me up and messed up my mojo. And so I just stopped and drank my coffee and ate. But I took a picture from there also in case I want to finish it. But I am going to the farm market today to pick up more strawberries. We are going to Aura's tonight for dinner, to spend some time with Kim and her friend, and we will be bringing dinner. I'm going to be making matre paneer, and we're bringing dessert, which is going to be strawberries with mascarpone whipped cream. But that's not really why I'm going to get the strawberries. I'm going to get the strawberries because I decided to infuse some gin with strawberries too. I've infused this gin with strawberries, and I'm going to do another jar with rhubarb. I started that last week. I'm going to do another one with gin. These strawberries are so delicious and so sweet. I'm not quite done with strawberries. This week will be the end of the strawberries though, I'm pretty sure, so. Because I'm not supposed to have so many. They are good. So that's my plan. I'm going to the farm market. And I think I'm going to just let Dennis know I may take a little longer than you expect because I might sit there and draw it. You know? I think maybe when I'm doing things, I might need to leave myself a little more time than usual. You know? Just saying. In case this urban sketching thing turns into something. I did not get a lot of knitting done since I saw you last. But I got some sketching done, and I got a lot of visiting done, and it was really good. But when I got home, I got home about 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday, but I was having trouble staying awake on the road to the point where I pulled over into a rest stop that I didn't need to stop at otherwise and walked around for a minute, just, you know, and I was about half an hour from home at that point, but I was feeling so sleepy. I thought, let me just walk around. So I did. So I was tired last night, and I didn't do very much, and I went to bed early, and I slept really, really well, and I slept a little long. So that's good. I was a little somewhat sleep deprived. So anyway, that's the recap. And it is a gorgeous day. There are a few clouds in the sky. It's supposed to be really nice today. And the next couple days are supposed to be nice. I do have to I'm going to plant, I had a fourth flower that I'm going to plant down in the ground here. They just weren't fitting in that window box at all. And I had it on the deck. It was on the deck rail. It looked really cute, but we had a thunderstorm last night, and we were afraid it would blow off, so Dennis put it down on the deck. And later in the evening, I hear, you know where this is going. Maze is chewing on some plastic, and I see she's got one of the pots from these flowers, and I'm like, oh, okay, I thought I threw those away, maybe not. Turn around, come back in the room, and the flower and the plant are all strewn over the floor. She was eating the one from the flower that was sitting here. So I read it's a bit torn up, to be honest. Looking a little ratty, but it's getting planted today. So it will be planted in the ground, and we'll see how it does. And I might put some other plants, buy some other plants too. You never know. Could happen. So that's it. Cooking. Maybe some sketching. I'll bring my knitting to Aura's. I can sit there and knit if I feel like it while we talk. And more visiting tonight. I'll be all visited out except that. And then I have to start to make a list because I leave on Saturday for my sister's. And I have to leave the house in order because when I get back 5 days later, I'm bringing my sister. So my next few days, 3 days, are straightening up the house, getting organized, figuring out what I mean, I'm only going to be gone 5 days. It's like the packing is nothing. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to check a bag. Although when we come home, Christy's going to check a bag because I'm pretty sure she'll need to check a bag. So I need to make sure I bring a checkable bag. Because if she's checking bags and we're waiting for baggage, I might as well not schlep anything through the airport or, right? So anyway, we shall see. But that's my week. I need to make a list so I don't forget something, and it's already Tuesday. I'm very excited. And it was very weird to tell my parents, I'll see you next week with Christy. This is my sister Christy I'm talking about, just to be clear. I did make it confusing for myself or for people. But my daughter Christy will be coming in about a month. So that'll be fun too. But I missed our stitching night because that was Sunday night. And I'm going to be in Idaho for the next stitching night, and I'm going to be in State College again with my sister and family for the next stitching night. So I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm going to have to work on my own. Oh no! I'm going to have to stitch my books by myself. But I did work on my bookshelf, and I thought I was going to be showing you that, and then I made plans to not, which ended up my not working on my. So I need to work on my bookshelf. Or I'm going to be way behind. I think I already had 2 extra books to do when Christy and I were together. I'm not even sure if I've stitched any June books yet, and it's the 15th, so I'm way behind. But I've been keeping careful track of the colors. Oh, well, I got to work on that too. But probably not today because I'm cooking and other things. But put it on my list. I'm going to need a list. Okay, guys. Oh, what a beautiful day. But this is not live, so I have to edit it, render it, and put it up. And I do have to say that live thing is easy. It's easy. If I just trusted myself more. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.